Welcome back, guys. That right there was me placing down a staircase of dirt because I want to get grass all the way down to this section that I've been working on. So this area before was it was a blob of andesite and diorite and granite, similar to that diorite one that I had done up above. And I figured I was just going to do it off screen to bore out all the different minerals and all that, but holy crap, it ended up being a way bigger investment of time and resources than what I expected, which is cool because I've got kind of a fun project idea that I want to do down here, but that's going to require having that grass all the way down here. Basically, I want to turn it into an underground biome to look like the overworld with we'll have grass and trees in different areas. I've got one more section here that I need to mine out, which does have diamonds, so that'll be nice. Once we get these, then we can actually work towards getting enchanting and everything. So I'll be able to, I guess, until I get sugarcane. So actually enchanting is going to depend on if we can get a wandering trader to spawn. But so that's why I have to do the line of dirt down to get grass. But this area, I'm going to mine this all out here in just a minute or so, and then I will throw some water and stuff, and this is going to be a little fishing dock zone. Okay, I was going to make digging out the entirety of the rest of this a time lapse, but seeing how much deeper that's going, I imagine this is going to be quite a bit more to dig out. So we'll get these diamonds at the very least. And yeah, I'm just going to continue this off screen later on because that's going to be quite the undertaking. And we've got a mine shaft that we need to go mine out and everything. So also I hear there's more silverfish hiding in the wall over here somewhere right behind this, but I've already proven that I am the slayer of them, although they're actually very annoying. I miss attack them all the time. Okay, I think that's enough for right now. I am all out of I'm down to my last copper pick, and there is definitely quite a bit more, I imagine. If I decide to take out that diorite there as well, it's gonna continue on, and it's gonna be a while until that grass comes down here anyway. So this is gonna be an ongoing project. So I'm going to run back up, drop off all of our crap. I should be able to at least make myself some more armor or a shield and have a bit safer of a time down in this mine shaft. I've been starting to get my inventory actually organized a fair bit, and it's kind of crazy. Andesite is the block that I have way more than anything else. Like, I don't even have a double chest full of cobble or deep slate yet, but clearing out that little cave in progress has made for quite a lot of that. Let's see, get a helmet. Boots. I'll be able to make a diamond pick, although I don't really need that quite yet. But now I will head on down. I suppose I'll make a new iron pick, at least for the time being, because that one's getting pretty rough. Hopefully, I'm using the copper ones for mining out the big resource deposits, because if I was using iron for that, while individual blocks would go faster, it'd take so much longer. I don't know how many. I think the game tracks it. Let's see, items times crafted. Let's see how many. I've made 53 copper picks and 36 iron picks already. That's crazy. What have I mined the most of? Yeah, over 4,000 andesite. So I've been spending a long time down there doing exactly that. And then our bees have been going pretty well. I don't know. I think some of that honey's... No. My texture pack makes it a little hard to tell when the beehives are ready to harvest, but we're starting to get a good amount of that. I want to use those blocks to... I've got an idea for decorating the tunnel here. Okay, let's drop off things I don't need. I really wish I had a bundle, but I don't. Make some more torches, and we will head on back down to the mineshaft. I really haven't explored down here since the other day, but my main goal right now is I just want to get everything lit up, and then I'm just gonna run through and gather resources as we find them. Ooh. Horrible timing on my part. I was really hoping I'd get some of his enchanted chainmail. Saw there's a creeper right here. Yeah. Can't trick me. I'm also going to go through and collect all of the iron rails that we can. It's gonna make my life a lot easier not having to mine all these up, and I'll probably gather all of the cobweb blocks, just because I don't know, they're nice to look at sometimes and decorate builds with. I do think we're gonna be set on certain resources like redstone and copper and all that, which is gonna be nice. And then I don't know if we're gonna get like enough iron to call ourselves set in the iron department. There's some diamonds there. Normally I would save. Ooh, that's neat. Normally I would save diamonds as I come across them in case I get fortune, but I imagine it's gonna be quite a while until being choosy on my enchantments comes into play, so we're just gonna collect them as we find them. Finding a decent amount of diamonds so far, at least. It's also nice that we've gotten a fair enough supply of bread. Also, that's extremely exciting. Water, because that means I will be able to get a bucket, bring that up, and we will have infinite water now. Which would be perfect for filling out that fishing room. I neglected to consider the fact that mineshafts will spawn with random little water flows like that. That zombies AI wasn't working there for a moment. Didn't want to turn around. This is a pretty big mineshaft so far. I don't know if water. We only need the one, but nice to find nonetheless. I don't know if the custom super flat generation like changes how big this will grow. The mineshaft, that is, but doesn't seem small. Also gonna have to gather some of this wood to make more torches. We'll be really cool is if we come across a spawner, especially if we came across like a skeleton spawner. That'd be awesome. Or if we can find some more of the minecart chests, that'd be cool as well. I think we're getting down to the last little bit here. There's a zombie stuck in a hollow space somewhere over there, so maybe there's a room I'm missing. No, it doesn't look like that way. I'm gonna cut, and then if I find anything interesting, I will bring you guys on back. Okay, there we go. I remember finding this room with had a bunch of skeletons in it before. Do I have? No, I don't have any range. I can't even smack them. Oh, wow, that is that's amazing. Okay, I'm just gonna mine that one right here because I'm standing right at it. Dang it. I even have this. Oh my gosh, I hate these stupid spiders so much. It's not close. If I find two of those that are like right next to one another, then I will. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. Or not. I'm too good. I cannot be stopped. I find those stupid cave spiders so annoying. But if I find two of the spawners like within range of each other to where you can make a dual farm, then I suppose I'll bother with actually making one into a grinder. I really don't think it will be an enjoyable time if I do it otherwise. But I guess if you guys want to see that, let me know when I can. Oh yeah, this place is way bigger than expected. Another spawner there. Holy crap. Oh, that's normal spiders. Normal spider spawner I wouldn't mind as much because they have a regular hitbox. Well, not regular, but a bigger hitbox, so they're easier to work with, and they also don't give the stupid poison effect. Get stickied. Get stickied. Is this a double spawner? Maybe. There sure is a lot of cobweb. I think it's not. I think it's just a crap ton of cobweb. Okay. This place is an absolute maze at this point. Oh my gosh! Ah! Oh, holy freaking army of children! What? You're not supposed to be able to do that. You guys are supposed to not want to walk over train tracks. What is happening? Thank you for the carrot, good sir. I will probably stick with my bread, but a lot of zombies. That sounds like a zombie spawner right here. Or it's just spawning zombie reinforcements. Oh my gosh. I think they're like getting pushed onto the tracks by the other mobs in the corner. Because normally they won't try to cross tracks because mobs they're meant to avoid redstone, I think is what it is. So you can you can even place tracks down at the like doorways of your builds if you want to help discourage mobs from entering them. My sword is gonna die. I don't have a backup sword on me. Okay, I don't know if these are reinforcement zombies or if these are mob spawner zombies. I need to get up here. Okay. Is there a zombie spawner down here? No, but there is a creeper and a chest. The loudness of those zombie noises are what was making me think there's a spawner down here. Ooh, a geode. Okay, that's gonna be cool. Couple free powered rails. Let's get the coordinates for this marked down. I will come back to that later. We will gladly use amethyst stuff for decoration. I'm absolutely gonna have to come back with more tools because I didn't expect to be slamming through my sword as fast as I have been. Does this go up a 3rd level? That's crazy. Alright, well, I'm gonna go back up. I'm gonna mine some iron and stuff on my way, and we'll continue on with trying to get this place taken down. Okay, so that cave I think is actually way, or not cave, but mineshaft is actually way bigger than what I am prepared for at the moment, because I just realized we also went through the entirety of the bread that I had stocked up, so I think it's actually going to be a fair bit before we end up going back down there. I need to... I found enough diamonds that I am actually going to make myself a diamond sword for right now. And as goofy as it sounds, I think a diamond axe. Just because, you know, I'll get both of those out of the way because I don't use either often enough that I will immediately need to be, like, constantly replacing those. Whereas pickaxes and likely shovels are things I'm going to need to be remaking quite frequently. So let's see, I can get that smelting as well. But we'll have enough iron to go around for quite a while. And then now we've got gold is really our main priority for what I want to gather. I need to make... So I think this is going to remain where I do like my bulk resource storage, but I need to make like a proper storage room. And I think we'll dig this area out over here, and maybe I'll make a copper golem sorting room. I haven't actually done that in any capacity yet. Like I've put a couple copper golems down mostly just for like ambiance and decoration in a couple different builds I've done since they've been added to the game, but I've yet to make a proper like automated storage with them. So I'm gonna get everything kind of sorted out here, and then we'll start digging a room out there to get that going. So as it seems like it's been every time, this room is a big gravel pit as well. So I find it extra funny now how when I first started off, I went this way and this way in the beginning and struggled to get gravel to get more dirt. And then in hindsight, it's like this one and this one both had gravel. But I really like it because I was going to try and dig my own kind of natural looking area in here because I like the whole caviness we're doing. But now the game gets to generate some of that on my behalf. Okay, progress update. I have the room all dug out. This is where we're going to have the automated copper golem item sorting going on. I think this is actually going to be a bit overkill for the amount of chests I'm going to be using, but this is also a test run and a preview for the hardcore island survival. I'm going to make a similar storage system there. The biggest hang up at the moment, though, is I forgot I need pumpkins, so I have temporarily laid out an area in here for me to wait for pumpkins. So I'm just going to basically sit in AFK until I get a handful of pumpkins over here, which also hopefully will help this grass spread, although this is where the grass started and it has moved all of 2 blocks, so it's going to be quite a long time until I can continue that project. But I suppose, speaking of that, because I have so much excess dirt, I'm going to replace all of this in here with dirt and get some grass spreading and some color into this room over here. All right, I finally have enough pumpkins. I'm also going to wax. I decided to place down a strip of cut copper slabs here because I think it's going to look nice, but I want to keep that all nice and bright orange. But now that I've got enough pumpkins and blocks of copper, I believe 6 is all I'm going to need for right now of these fellas. Let's see, it's going to be like that. The way that this storage system works is going to be pretty simple. Basically, there's going to be an input chest right here. Just going to have a couple hoppers going into it like that. And then each of these sections, which I made leads just for this specific purpose to keep them all cordoned off. No, okay, whatever. I'll organize them after the fact, but we'll put that like this. And excuse me, sir. Each of these is going to be the same as this basic tile. You put an item into this chest, which pulls it into the copper chest there. The golems will grab from that chest, and then they'll try and place the item into any one of these chests. If they can't find the item in there, they'll then put it into this empty chest here, which will place it into this copper chest here, and then the 2 that are here, we'll start placing them into those items, and they'll just filter the items all the way down until they get to this last one at the end here, which will just be a basically this is just a drop-off zone, so any items that I don't already have sorted into a specific chest will end up down there. So I'm gonna get this buttoned up exactly as it should be, and then I'll bring you guys back. All right, now it should all be organized exactly as it should be. So again, I put items in, let's say this pumpkin, for example, it'll go into there, and then one of those guys should pick it up. Yep, he's got it right there, and he'll open all these chests until he gets up to this one here and should throw the pumpkin up into there. It's definitely not as fast as doing the traditional sorted item filters. There we go, with like hoppers and all that, but it's kind of fun, so we'll keep that up as it is. Another slab there and wax that off. And then the final little thing I want to get set up today is, I don't know if super is the exact word we'll use for it, but we're going to get a super smelter set up. So I actually think I might not have enough hoppers to do entirely a full one, but I can at least get the majority of it. I won't be able to get the coal input. And I like to put a couple levers on the front. That way I can kind of bank XP and all that. So, right, do I have that correct? Is that... Okay, yeah, I have it. You want to have it to where the coal input is going to come in from. I'll have another chest behind that. But I am plumb out of iron, so in between now and the next episode, I will probably do more lighting up of the mineshaft that we have down below. Also, yeah, that's just sad how little grass we've had grow down. So I'll probably also AFK a fair bit onto here. And then our next major goal is definitely just getting, aside from these decorational things, like with the grass going down, is getting enough gold that I can start putting powered rails throughout this, because I've gotten enough rails to make my way all the way down, because especially once I replace with powered rails throughout, it's going to be a good time going up and down that. And then I've got this room dug out, I think as far as I'm going to, because I'm going to fill water in probably up to like this level here. Maybe I'll fill up that cavity as well, but these little pockets here, I don't even think it's going to be like aesthetically pleasing to do that at this point. So we'll get some water going in here. We'll start getting this area decorated and all that, but that is all for today's episode. If you guys enjoyed, then you know, do the YouTube things, the liking, commenting, you know, the works, and I'll be back with another of this or my other series soon. Okay, little post video screen again, and as you can tell, I've gotten the grass to grow a fair bit, and there are a lot of torches here to help encourage that. But over the course of an entire workday AFKing, and then also keeping it up while I was like editing the video and everything, we've only made it down this far, and we've got over 100 blocks, I think close to 200 blocks to go. So it's definitely going to be slow going, and I will likely end up keeping my game open in the background quite a bit. Also, you guys missed the fun of me dying once again down inside of the mines to a creeper, so that's always fun. But anyways, bye guys.